As traffic volumes are expected to increase on the roads as holidaymakers return home. Road users are advised to be cautious on the roads and to adhere to speed limits. For an update on the traffic, we cross back to our SABC reporter Siphephile Kunene, who is still at the Lebombo Border Post. Siphephile, are traffic lines are flowing over there, and what are the queues at the documentation offices also looking like?
Now the queues are getting longer and longer at the documentation offices, as well as the traffic. Traffic is already picking up at the border. We're expecting the N4, N17 and other roads in the province to be busy. But for more information on this, we'll be speaking to John Nkuna. He is from the Department of Community Security and Safety, and he will be telling us exactly what we can expect and their analysis of the traffic moving forward. Nkuna, briefly, you tell us what's your analysis of the traffic today. From yesterday, we saw increase in traffic. At night, it sort of subsided, and then it's picking up now.
Yes, we have been here since early this morning, around 6 o'clock. As we came here, very few vehicles and people were coming in. But after 1.5 hours or so, we are seeing a volume of vehicles increasing. It shows that we will see an increase by the afternoon. We expect that there will be an increase of motor vehicles coming back from Mozambique. But what we like is the spirit of the people. You could see that they are relaxed. You can see it yourself. They are not in a hurry, and that is one solution that will assist us for them to be patient, because impatience is exactly what causes a lot of accidents. So we are very happy. We have been driving through the N4 up and down, trying to monitor them. It looks as if our people are listening to the message. They are driving very calm.
Okay, now when we were starting the festive season, the problem was impatient drivers, and we are seeing an increase in the number of accidents and deaths that were experienced on our roads. What do you attribute that to, and what can people do to avoid it?
Yeah, the problem is when festive season is coming, people get too much excited, and a lot of people start using alcohol, and others are happy that they will see their family for the first time. Some of them, you will remember, the Mozambicans, sometimes they go and work in mines for more than 6 months without seeing their families. As they are coming back, they have that feeling of moving faster and that excitement. So excitement sometimes creates a lot of problems. And they have money, they have bonuses, they want to go and spend. You could see now, they have spent their money, they are relaxed, they have seen their families, they are moving slowly and patient, and we hope there will be no accident from today onwards.
Wasn't speed and maybe other factors part of the problem that created this? Because in the communication that we received from you, there wasn't much in terms of speed as the main cause of these accidents that took place in the province?
It is. Impatient. When people are impatient, they feel that they've been delayed by mere, if we're trying to control them or we're just checking roadworthiness of vehicles. People feel that these people have delayed us. Now I must cover up the time that I've lost. So they speed. And during that process, they overtake on a barrier lines and drive recklessly. So that's why you find a lot of accidents happening. If you look at the number of accidents that are happening in the province, most of them, it's what we call head-on. It means you overtake on a wrong side, a side swap. It's when you have overtaken and another vehicle is coming, then you are forced to go back and crash with the other vehicle. So though speed comes into the picture here, but in general, moving violation is what causes a lot of accidents.
Now, what can we tell people moving forward? Schools are opening, we're going to see more traffic, and just this period where they're still moving, some are driving as far as Rustenburg, they'll be on the road for more than 5 hours. What can you tell them? How can they keep fresh?
Very importantly is for them to calculate every 2 hours. They must rest at least after 200 kilometers or so. 2 hours or 200 kilometers. They must rest, get fresh water and just have some short walkings and so forth and start. And also make sure that all the vehicles that they are using are roadworthy. They check the vehicles and make sure that they respect the rule of the road and stick to the laws of the road, and we will survive.
What mechanisms do you have in place to ensure that traffic is manageable along the road? Are there roadblocks? Is there police visibility?
Yeah, during the high volume of vehicles, what we do, it's more visibility than roadblock. We have those roadblocks that you have seen. We haven't dismounted those roadblocks. They are still there, but we are focusing more on monitoring the movement of vehicles in terms of high visibility.
We're not seeing many of these traffic cops in brown uniform. We're seeing many of the national police on our roads. What's causing that this year? Over the years, we've been seeing lots of police, traffic cops from you guys.
Yeah, the strategy is always changing. It's changing. Every time after this festive season, we'll sit down and analyze what do we think were the root causes of accidents? Where exactly did it happen? Sometimes you might expect us on a certain road, but you find that a specific road has overtaken because drivers, they are not stupid. They know that traffic officers are always on this road. To be safe, if my vehicle is unroadworthy, I must use alternative roads. And you will find accidents and fatalities shifting from the main roads to alternative roads. So we need to follow that. So our strategy is that we analyze where are accidents happening and then we follow them. So you cannot easily predict. The fact is that we cannot deploy, in terms of the capacity we have, traffic officers in all the routes, but we will have them dominating those problematic routes. So this is exactly what is happening, because the festive season last year was dominated by accidents that came from those alternative routes than the major routes.
Thank you, Nkuna. Thank you for your time. That was the General Manager of Traffic Regulation at the Department of Community Safety, Security and Liaison. According to Track N4, a notable increase in traffic was experienced yesterday, and they are experiencing the same today. It's not alarming, but it is there. In the Highveld, they experienced 74 crashes with 9 fatalities. In the Lowveld, it was 87 incidents and 9 fatalities. And track goes as far as Mozambique on the N4. They experienced 115 crashes with 5 fatalities. Now, that's a high number that is happening. People are cautioned to drive patiently and be cautious on the road. Back to you, studio.